Sup, my fine, beautiful mother frickers. Having to say that because YouTube is now demonetizing people who swear in the first 15 seconds. Today's video is going to be so fucking great because as today I'm going to be pitching to you an idea for a sitcom that, if it is a good pitch, will end up on British TV, hopefully the BBC. Let's get to the pitch. Right, my sitcom is basically Community meets Waterloo Road meets the IT crowd. It is set at a college in the great island of Great Britain, where the main character are basically massive idiots. The college, in fact, is actually the worst in the whole country. It was recently put under special measures by Ofsted, and a bloke named Alexander Armstrong Hewitt would be cast to play the role. It would be funny if I cast Alexander Armstrong in the role, but nobody cares. Character casting hasn't been confirmed, but here's the actors I want. For characters wise, Paige Brewer is a newly employed teaching assistant who has a bit of an Annie Edison vibe. Only joined her as a teaching assistant because the teacher training she did, she was a frequent victim of violation, and she becomes a teaching assistant at a college where she's guaranteed not to get violated. Talking about will get me demonetized, but who cares, I'm gonna get demonetized anyway. Violation is, by the way, sexual harassment. I'm planning on having some white ginger lass play the role because I want this show to be simply nothing but pretty mental stuff. Plus I also want someone to make reference South Park in front of, just to piss her off. So I want to cast the ginger for that role. John Winkler. He is a passionate but idiotic TA. He always rides bike to college. He does that for the energy, but people will think he's a massive nonce. It's a miracle that he's being employed there, because background check shows that he's made really offensive comments online, but he tries not to make offensive comments though. I am going to cast the white actor in that role. And Matthew Gope, though, he's a geeky teaching assistant he is heavily into film and TV. He always thinks he's in a film, and I'm not ripping off Abed Nadir here. He also doesn't even know how to swear. Basically, he uses stuff like, "That is so flippin' stupid." I'm actually going to cast a black actor to play the role, or maybe an actor of colour, but I do really want a black actor because I want this to be a pretty diverse cast. David Repston. He is a dumb and terrible teacher. He is the class's main teacher, and he doesn't even know what's going on, as as he actually doesn't even control something. He loses control of the class quite easily and lets them do whatever they want. And then tells them that they passed. There is Kate Mockett, who is a young teacher, like Paige, who's the TA, but she is a bit older though, around 40. She is in her 40s though. She cares about the class. She only teaches on Wednesdays. She's based off of an actual person. This show is actually based off of my own experiences. It will, for casting though, I do have a actress set in stone. I'm thinking probably Sarah Pascoe to play Kate Mockett. I don't know. David Repston. I'm gonna get some big comedy actor to play the role. Chris Monfield. He's gonna be a completely unknown actor. He's a white boy who is so white that he actually went to a private sixth form. His parents are racists, who, in fact, his dad actually voted UKIP. Well, basically, but Chris doesn't agree with them. He cheats on his sixth form exams, and he goes to the college as a student, but turns out everyone thinks he's a TA, so guess what? He's going to meetings and befriends all the staff. And probably we will show a romance with Paige. There is Kirsty Smith, who is a American teacher who's the head of the media department. And yes, I actually want to cast an actual, genuine American. Or if Channel 4 wants to show to be distinctly British, I'd probably cast Catherine Ryan as a backup plan. I do want an American to play the role, because I want this show to have its own identity. An identity separate from Community. Alex Hewitt is the head teacher of the college. He's had to take over the failed college to great measures. He cares about student safety, but to the point where he's literally causing a lot of the failings in the safety grounds. Educational wise, he's created dumb and stupid courses for the concept of which can easily be broken by someone like Gope or Rinkler. He is really, really passionate. And there's Graham Plunkett, who's actually named after my employment coach. He is the contractor of the college. He helps Mr. Hewitt in all of his work. Like one, he set up smoke machines, scenes for simulated fires, part of his student safety training that leads to failings, of course. He set up a really, really dodgy security camera system that will allow anyone who's threatening the school to do that. If there's a threat to the school's student safety, he allows it to go through with breathe, all the, but he is a massive dick, but he is responsible for quite a few injuries. Maybe even he was responsible for at least one death in the college. But at the start of the show, he was fresh out of prison, so who cares, and is restarting his business. And then Hewitt was a primary school teacher when he got arrested. He's now the head teacher, and he has got his colleague, contractor, back together. So how simple as that, and that's all the characters, main characters. There will be minor characters that will come and go throughout the show. I'm planning on having at least a pretty big writing department here, because I want the writing process to be like an American sitcom. But I also am going to put in some British charm and my charm, really. Basically an animated cartoon, simply. So if any network channel, so basically I want 12 episodes in one series. All the episodes I want to be 30 minutes long, because some of the best cartoons are 30-minute ones. Sitcoms are some of the best 30-minute wonders. I get those two confused. So basically, who would do a 30-minute sitcom set at college? College in the UK, that is completely different from Community, but has elements of IT Crowd and Waterloo Road. Would anyone do that? If there's any broadcasters watching this video, please do hit me up with the concept of a pilot. I am planning on actually having an independent production company produce this. Either an independent production company, or I'll probably let the BBC make it in-house if the BBC picks it up. So if there's any independent production company, please hit me up. For broadcasters, if there's anyone watching, please hit me up. Maybe BBC, Channel 4, Sky, Channel 5 will probably not want the sitcom. ITV, could probably try one for ITVX. Amazon Prime, or if things go to Array, maybe a streaming service. Amazon Prime, definitely not Netflix. I don't want to work with Netflix, because I think if Netflix commissioned the show, it would probably get cancelled after the 12 episode release. And I actually want something to do, and I want to make 6 series of the show, followed by a massive iconic film. I want this to be the next Derry Girls, next IT Crowd, next Father Ted. A sitcom that can win in the ratings battle. Well, I decided to call this show Classic, because you get the pun? Classic, class-ic. And my charm will go in the script, which I will actually be also working on. And it is going to be 100. And most of the production team are going to be British. So basically, and diverse as well. I want to actually film at a genuine college in London, so because that's what British programs do. If we can't do that, then we will film at probably a TV studio. You know, whoever picks it up. So this is my idea for a sitcom. Entirely written and produced by me. Written by a writing team, produced by me, directed by me, of course. Basically, I want to be the next Dan Harmon. But I don't want to be Dan Harmon, but with a dickhead energy like him. So, it's the end of my pitch, eh? Thank you very much for listening. Do hope to do that. I'll see you whenever I get round to seeing you. Probably either next week or tomorrow. I will see you then. Until then, take care, my little monkeys.